it's time to talk about the Ultimate Transformers Challenge. Actually, we're not talking about Six Shot, we're talking about Quickswitch. So, here we are. This was... I'm sure everyone remembers Six Shot. He was the big, expensive Transformer that everybody wanted because he could transform into six different things, and, well, because every time they make something for the Decepticons, they have to make something for the Autobots, we ended up with Quickswitch. Now, just to give you a little information about how I acquired Quickswitch, I got him from an old toy shop called the Toy Vault. I think it's in Rhode Island or Connecticut somewhere. And he cost me about $65, and with that I got the pristine instruction booklet and the tech spec, which is a very informative tech spec which tells you that a confused enemy is a defeated enemy and that he transforms from a robot warrior to assault hovercraft cruiser to a jet-propelled laser pistol to an assault beast with a stealth shielding, armor-piercing drill tank suborbital fighter jet, and he's armed with 2 photon blasters. And he's a very exciting robot, isn't he? And again, this cost me $65. This guy cost me $8. Let me ask you, which one's the better deal? Well, let's dive into Quickswitch here. Let's just take Six Shot out of the picture. Quickswitch is a very simple figure. As you can see, there's really not a whole lot going on with him. I'd say his biggest asset, especially for a Transformer of this age, is that he's very well articulated. He has a lot of ratcheted joints. He's got knees, he's got hips. He actually has elbows and shoulders, and he kind of has a wrist, as you can see. It sort of pops up and down a little bit. So if you want, you can actually get Quickswitch into a decent kneeling pose. Looking pretty nice there. Let me just adjust the camera here for a little bit. There we go. Quickswitch is a little small. Again, not as impressive as Six Shot. And even looking at him, can't really tell what he's going to turn into. I guess maybe if you turn him around, you see he's kind of got a boat on his back. And that would be the assault hovercraft mode. So, you know what? Let's start with the best mode and go straight to assault hovercraft. Just take off his twin photon rifles. And you're going to notice very quickly that everything you do with Quickswitch is basically fold up his arms and legs in different ways and then call it a new mode. One thing I do like is that he does have a little flap that hides his face right here. And what you have to do for this part, just to get these 2 little skis down, is to angle this just the right way so that you can get these out without hitting the top parts of the shoulders. And then you just want to switch this part back. And then just adjust the shoulder blocks with the hands pointing up. Snap the legs back into position. And there's just this little front ski, and here we go. This is the assault hydrofoil. And for the assault part, you just put the guns back on. So yeah, this is the best mode, really. It actually looks kind of like a boat here. Doesn't have any wheels to roll or anything, and I really don't want to see if it floats because this is a very old toy and the stickers are in nice pristine condition. So let's go to the next mode, which is probably the easiest one to do from this point. We're going to go to the laser blaster mode, or the jet propelled laser blaster mode. So what we do is we just fold these parts back up, put this out, and then we're just going to pull this panel up, bring out this part, and then just affix the photon blasters to the front. And you can also flip up this wheel here, and this is supposed to be the sight of the gun. And so here we are. It is a flying laser pistol. Now, if actually you're wondering, Quickswitch never appeared in the cartoon at all, the original Transformers cartoon. He does appear in like one issue of the Marvel UK comic books, and in Japan he gets repainted in a much nicer sky blue and dark blue color scheme. It becomes the Ultimate Warrior 6 Knight. And actually they do show him in this mode, and it looks really cool thanks to the power of 80s animation. Alright, so this is your basic gun. There's not really a trigger on it. And I guess if you're a little kid, you can go around going pew pew, pew pew, pew pew, pew. I got photon blasters, pew pew pew. Alright, so let's go to something a little more interesting. So from here, we can easily go into his drill tank mode. And what we're going to do is just pull that same trick we did to get these parts flipped down. And we actually do have to bring this wheel down, as you can see. It does have the two wheels right here and then the one wheel here. And then there's just a couple flip down panels with some Fang take treads. And another set of holes on top here to put the guns back in. And here we go. Like every good Japanese toy, he has a drill tank mode with a very non-threatening drill, I'd have to say. It's a very small little thing. I guess it's not the size that really counts. It's how you use it. And he does roll pretty well in this mode, as you can see, just using those three wheels underneath. And he looks pretty convincing as a drill tank. Again, probably one of his better modes. And now, for one of the really elaborate modes, we're going to go to the crazy attack beast with armor-piercing claws and other kinds of strange things. So in order to do this, we have to bring this whole section down here, and we kind of leave these just kind of floating at the bottom. These hinges are a little used, as you can see, although this figure is in pretty good condition, all things considering. Pull up another panel, which only exists to hide the Beast Mode's head. And we're just gonna angle these out for a little bit and pull out his cat paws. I guess he's some kind of a cat thing. Probably wanted you to use your imagination to figure out what it is he transforms into. And as you will notice, if you hadn't noticed already with his hands, is that they're really not hands, they're just kind of barely molded fists, which are just the bottom of a pair of cat paws. And so you just sort of position this however you want to get him to stand as a cat. Yeah, this is one of the annoying things. You have to make sure you move everything out of the way just to get everything to cooperate. Alright. Ooh, this is, there we go. That's looking more like a cat. And to give him a bit more of a tail, you just put the photon blasters on his little drill bits sticking out the back here. Let me fold this down. So here we go. Is a nasty red, white, and I guess teal colored kitty. The red eyes look alright, and there's some pretty nice detail on the headpiece here. And as you can see, it's pretty posable. Again, you get to make the use of his nice ratcheted joints. But yeah, this is a fierce beast. He's going to come out right at you right now. Rawr! Rawr! Okay, so let's go to one of the last modes, which is unfortunately one of the more boring modes. This is the suborbital atmospheric space fighter, we couldn't think of anything else to call it mode. And what you do is just kind of hide all those other interesting red bits that you just exposed. Put him in a very Basically, you can't always transform him back to the same position every time you're going from one mode to the other. And very, very not elaborate at all, unlike Six Shot, who is just a crazy, crazy transformer. And what we're just going to do here is, again, make sure you position these the right way so you can get these parts to get up without breaking the toy. $65 worth of it. Pull this out front and bring these up. And add the photon blasters on another set of holes. And here you go. This is Space Fighter mode. And from what I've seen, the Japanese 6-9 version has actually has a little blue right here for the cockpit. And it definitely looks a lot better than this version. Oh, this is alright. It's a very blocky, kind of X-Wing looking space fighter thing. Yeah, it looks alright. But yeah, I just really wanted to share this strange, forgotten Transformer with everyone. Because nobody really, again, no one cares about nobody cares about Quickswitch. I mean, he has a very uninspired name, a lot of uninspired modes. The best thing about him is that he's very opposable, as opposed to Six Shot, who is a complete brick. But the fact is, during that time, they just couldn't do the whole posable robot and convincing alternate modes, which is an unfortunate thing, and just as unfortunate as how much I paid for this guy. Anyway, this is Andrew saying, I'm not a ninja consultant, but this is an alright toy.